Okay, here we go. So I need to be muted, actually, don't I? Now you can.
You can start talking to everyone first. I'm going to just turn the camera, and then you can get on with it. Because you're the one who you're point person.
I better review all the slides then.
No, I've done the slides.
No, I know, but like I've not actually been through it because I didn't realise that. Because normally I don't present it, so I thought,
but you're going to let everyone in. You're the host.
Okay. Why is my not working? Okay, here we go. It's too far away. I'm massive.
Then you will need to make sure you're on mute.
Yeah. Who is a supernormal AI note taker?
It'll be someone's audio little thing. It's an app that goes with it.
Morning, everyone.
Hi, good morning.
Just hopefully just gradually admitting everybody and then we'll get started.
We'll just make an amend.
I think we're nearly there.
You just boot me. I know I'm there.
Recording in progress.
Yep. There we go. My volume's off.
You might have to allow leave and come round to you. Can you?
Hi everyone. How are you all? Okay, hang on, let's turn the volume up. Someone say something so I know we can hear you.
We were all on mute.
Ah,
so thumbs up instead.
I think it does it automatically.
there you go. So I don't know if you just saw, I literally had to fly around from the other side of the room because I think it was me causing the noise mayhem, so apologies for that. So Gemma, this is Gemma, and I think most of you, well, a lot of you will know me. I'm Faye. Thank you all for joining today. We'll just keep letting people in. We're probably only going to take about 10-15 minutes of your time this morning, but it's super important for those of you who've never been part of 21 to Watch before. It's really important that you understand what the flow is because it's quite different to normal awards. So just do a quick, those that are on the screen, quick raise of hands if anyone has ever attended a 21 to Watch in the past. Alex, yes, of course. Okay. All right, yes, Alex in a previous guise was a winner as well, weren't you? So it just goes to show innovations right here in Cambridge.
I can't remember what year that was. I think 2020, 2018 was it? Was that right?
19, I think.
19. Oh, okay, 19.
Yeah. So this is the 6th year of running the awards. It's extremely well respected as an initiative, even though we run it as a comms company. But the impetus behind it, as Gemma has been telling you all along, is very much about profiling up and coming businesses. So last week I was at the Cambridge Tech Week launch and I was at Andy Neely's party and everyone was coming up to me going, who's on the top 21 list this year? And that ranges from investors. We have people who come to the event who are chairs of boards, who are serial angel entrepreneurs, right through to some of the big companies that can mentor you, or potentially maybe are interested in your business and its future. So it's kind of a really great initiative. Crazy idea for making it top 21, as I think some of you may have heard before. It makes life very, very complicated for us, because we have to then, Gemma then has to get 21 of you all in the same place during the presentations. So let me share the screen. I'm on Gemma's laptop here, so let's give it a go. And I'm literally just going to walk you through what happens. I'll do it relatively quickly without any questions, and then you can ask as many questions as you like at the end of it. If you don't have any questions, you're very welcome just to depart, and we'll see you in 2 weeks' time. But let's just quickly go through. So the first thing is your judges. Just so that you know, and this has gone out on social, this year were John Bradford, Fiona Nielsen and Nitin Patel, and let me tell you, they were brutal this year. So really extra kudos to all of you for being on the list. So that you know, and please, you have to keep this confidential, because you do get unveiled 2 weeks on Thursday. This is everyone else that is on the list. So you can see who your peers are. It's really important, because on the day you're going to go in alphabetical order. And so you will all work out who each other are at the event itself. But if there's people that you know on here, obviously you can talk amongst yourself, but please don't be sharing, I just had a meeting with 10x and mostly, because it might start putting 2 and 2 together. So congratulations once again to everyone. You're all on here for different reasons, which is really positive. Some of you are at very different stages of your development, but all absolutely worthy of it. So the running order of the day, and apologies again, because as we go through the process, actually, when we send you the shortlist, we already know if you're top 21, because the judging is all done in advance. So when you get these emails that say it's 3:30, but then the invite says 5 o'clock, I know it causes confusion, but thanks for just bearing with that. So basically the running order is this. At 3:30, we would like you all to be at the Bradfield Centre. And we'll come on to the logistics of that in a moment. The reason being is we do all of the photos and the rehearsals, and we get you prepped, because we want you all to look as best as you can during the event. So we want you there at 3:30. You just go and you collect your badge from the registration desk, and then you go into the auditorium, and there'll be people, if you're not familiar with the venue, there'll be people who will show you where to go. We will then do the running through of the order. And I know this is like it's teaching you to suck eggs, but honestly, every single year something goes wrong. Someone forgets to go on the stage one way and off the other. And but it's fun, it's nothing to be embarrassed about. So we run through the order, where you're sitting, how it's going to flow. And then we take the photos. So when you go to awards events and someone wins, and then there's a rapturous round of applause, and then everyone takes photos. That's what makes an award event really long. And with 21 of you, we'd be there forever. So we do all of the photos in advance. So we'll come on to that. They can be group, they can be individual ones. At 4:30, the partners and sponsors start to arrive. So we've kind of finished with you by then, and you've got time just to relax. You can practice as much as you like, or you can go out and start networking. And then at 5 o'clock, the main audience arrives. We need you to be, and this again is really tricky. We need your help with this one. At 5:35, we need you seated, because then we'll get everyone else in. We start the awards presentation. It is done in 35 minutes. Okay, it's really fast. And then you've got time to network. So the actual briefing session, if you're driving, I know some of you are already on the science park, so you're probably fine. But if you're driving, if you can park at the Trinity Centre, which is just round the back, that would help out massively. As I said, collect your badges. There will be, when you go into the auditorium, there will be an allocated seat, and I'll show you that in a moment. And on that seat, you'll have your name, but you'll also have an award. Excuse me a minute. It was over at my desk ready. So we give you these awards. They are sustainable wooden blocks. This one has no name on it. Obviously, yours will have a name on it. So that will also be on your seat. We rehearse the running order, as I've just said. You'll have time if you want to stand up there and practice your individual speeches. You'll have time to do that as well. We'll take photos. If you want to, if you're a company or a thing, or even if you're a person and you want to have a photo done with your team, that we're very happy to do that. But just make sure that they're all there in the room at the time, because we won't have time to go and chase around for them. And on Friday morning, Gemma then sends you all of your photos. So you can then put them on social, you can put them on press releases, anything that you choose to do. Okay, so how the session works, you're going to be seated in this order. So remember this, your alphabetical order, that's how you're going to be seated. In each category, you're going to go up 7 at a time, and you're going to form a line to the right of the stage. So this is the auditorium in the Bradfield Centre. So we've just quickly mocked it up. So there'll be more chairs because it's a much bigger event. So there's going to be 3 rows of 7 here on the right-hand side. So the first row will be the people, the second row will be the companies, the second row will be the things. And you're basically at the right time going to go and stand here on the right of the stage, looking at the stage. And then one by one, you're going to go up, and then you'll end up hanging on the left hand of the stage. It's 7 minutes, right? Because you've each got 60 seconds, and I'll come back to that in a moment. Once you've done your 60 seconds, you go to the left, and at the end of all 7, you all go back to the center of the stage, and that's when there's the round of applause and photos are taken. And then you go back to your seats. So you come back, you sit back down, and then the next row gets up. And there'll be a little bit of an interlude for each one. It sounds kind of a bit faffy, but honestly, it's such great fun, and it's really good energy as well. So I'm just going to keep going, and then I will pause. The important bit, you have 60 seconds. Okay, there's no more than 60 seconds. If you're less than 60 seconds, that's absolutely fine. You won't be introduced. You come up, everyone will have a brochure that has got the name of the presenter on it. So you go up, you just say, "Hi, I'm Faye from Cofinitiv," and then you do your 59 seconds that are left. You will basically take your award up, you'll put it on the podium, it kind of makes it a little bit more dramatic, and then there will be a timer on the podium counting down, and as soon as you say your first word, that counter will start to go down. Honestly, you cannot go over 60 seconds, which means you have to practice, and you have to practice doing it when you're a little bit nervous as well, because that's, your adrenaline is going to be going and all those kinds of things. Think really carefully what you say. So every year we say the same thing, and at least one person does it. They go up on the stage and they thank us, right? I don't want you to thank us, because it's a waste of your 60-second opportunity. Okay, so as much as it might be your personality to do that, honestly, don't waste your 60 seconds. Tell people in the audience where you're up to, why what you're doing is so important, what help do you need. Please don't everyone say you're looking at funding, right? It's pretty much read that most people are going to be looking at funding at some point in time. So are you looking to build a team? Do you need a specialist to help you develop, or do you just want to tell them about the amazing stuff that you're doing? So just really do consider 60 seconds is not a lot of time, but it's amazing what you can jam into it. Practice, practice, practice. stand still, right? I'm a wanderer arounderer, and it's really important that you don't wander because it is being videoed, and that video we use it. If you look at the different social that we post throughout the entire year, you will get coverage. So that video is going to be used over and over. Okay, nearly there. Other items. I think we've got nearly everything in, haven't we?
Pretty much, yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so if you're one of these people that hasn't reconfirmed your 30-word description, things change. One of you on this call's changed the company name. So, literally. So we do need to know that. We want to be as accurate as possible, and it goes to print at the end of today. So be quick if you want to confirm anything else. Gemma is going to send you a package after this call, and that the email is going to contain a document that has got a load of things that you can take benefit from. So all the sponsors and partners gift things to you, and it's probably, how much is it about? It's around about £30,000 worth of services, or meeting spaces or something like that. So you don't have to take any of them. You certainly don't have to take all of them, because you've also got to fulfill them and allocate some time for you. But I can guarantee there's going to be something in there that you'll want to take advantage of, and it's entirely up to you to do. There'll be a video release form. We just need you to sign and return that. And I think most of you, again, have registered your places. We are oversubscribed. We are literally kind of sweating as to where everyone's going to go in that room. So just make sure that you've got your 2 spaces booked in. And if you want to invite your investor, the chances are they're probably already there, but do let us know and we'll see whether we can actually fit them in. Last thing, what happens after the event? You've got your badges. So you've had the long list, you've had the short list, but then it's only you on the call today that can use the top 21. And people still use them. Like Infosens, they have a big announcement going out today, and they're still talking about them winning top 21 2023. So do use them. It does make a difference. Engage with the different social. I know lots of you have been doing that and putting your own social out there. We'll send you the photos, sharing the video content. And the other really important one is I know I've done this really fast, but we feel like we know you. Some of you we really do know already. But we really like to know what's happening with you and how you're developing. There's millions and millions of pounds being raised by the companies that have been on 21 to watch. So actually we want to hear from you as well. So do stay in touch and do let us know after the event what you feel about the, how you feel the event's gone. Okay, I've gone through that really fast. So let me pause. Does anyone have any questions? Clear as mud. Mark, over to you.
Hi, Faye. Thank you very much for this. Quick question regarding the 60-second pitch or presentation or talk. Do most people write a script prior to it and read the script during the 60 seconds, or do some people pitch off the cuff?
So I would 100% suggest you don't pitch off the cuff, because that's when you can't get 60 seconds. That's when you will start to, oh, I've just seen someone's in the waiting room. That's awkward. That's when you generally go off on a tangent. Okay, so it's up to you and it's your personal style. I would say that there are some of you in the audience that are experienced and that are quite happy to go up and talk without a script. Others, you're perfectly fine. If you want to read a script, you can do. Just make sure that you're not, practice enough times that you can look up and down. You can actually engage with your audience, and try not to do it verbatim, because it'll feel a little bit stale, and until you actually do it, you don't know what the energy is like. It's a high energy event, so if you kind of rock up and you just stand there and read, it might be extremely accurate, but you might lose a little bit of that personality, which is why we say practice, practice, practice. Does that answer your question?
Yes, thank you.
No problem. Anyone else? And if you do, but you don't want to ask in front of everyone else, that's fine. You can just stay on, and we'll stay here until the last person has logged off. And I think, you know, Mark's question is the right one. That is the most important thing. Don't leave your 60 seconds. So that as proficient as you are, don't, because we will cut you off. If you go over, it won't just be the Paddington stare you get. It will actually be, you got to move off, because it's not fair on everyone else. If everyone else is really practiced at that 60 seconds and is respecting 60 seconds, it kind of is like you've got to go. So, but it is, I will reiterate the point, it's impactful, and it's also really good fun. You know, it's a really nice event, and hopefully you will see that when you're there. Right, so if you want to go, please, if you've got everything that you need, please feel free to go. You can email us separately if you've got any other questions. And Steve, if you're still here, you might, yes, because you were in the waiting room while I was presenting, so definitely stay on if you've got some more questions. Paolo, let's go to you first.
Hi, do we have a sort of a timer that we can face when we're on the stage? Okay.
Yes, so on the podium, there's actually going to be an iPad on the actually on the podium that will be controlled by the AV team. So as soon as you say, you put your award down, as soon as you say that first word, the timer starts.
Thank you.
No problem. Bethel, hi.
Hi, a couple of questions from my side. So the first one regarding the 60-second presentation. Are we allowed to bring some props in, like to show what to be built, like if we're the company or no? Or
props are lovely.
Okay.
We love a prop. So if you think about it, a lot of people are visual, so your audio, but actually having, so if you can show something, then that's really good. Just again, practice, because you're going to be carrying this that you've got to put, and then you've got to have a device with you as well. So just make sure that you're practice with it. And again, you're within the 60 seconds.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Did you have a second question?
Yes, just quickly, I just wanted to get a bit more feeling for Cofinitive, because I obviously I've heard of you guys. I know of companies who've been part of 2022, 2020, etc. Just like a brief overview of what you guys do would be helpful.
And some of the people on the call actually do know us as well. So we're basically the top agency for PR and comms for tech companies across our region. We have a global footprint. So in essence, we work with loads of companies like you. And it's really funny, Bacco, because people come up to us and say, does everyone who's top 21 become your clients each year? And I'm like, no way. I mean, we just, you know, that just doesn't happen, because we're a really small company, but we pack a really big punch. But in your pack, you will get, you know, we offer our services as well. And it's entirely up to you whether you want to find out more. It's, you know, Cofinitive started 21 to Watch because I got bored of Abcam, Arm and AstraZeneca winning all the prizes, when the companies that need the help are companies like you. And we have a huge Rolodex of contacts. And so we want to help you. So it's kind of our pay it forward thing. But I'm more than happy to talk to anyone about what Cofinitive doing. You think I've spoken fast now, I can talk a lot about Cofinitive as well. But thank you very much for asking, Bacco.
Thank you.
Hi, Oriane.
Hello. Could you share the recording of today, please? I'm conscious I'm not the one pitching on the day. Sorry, fire alarm testing timing. And it'll be good for my co-founder to hear some of the stuff you've said. Are you able to share the recording with us at the end?
Yes, I just very nervously went, did we record this? We did.
It is recording, it's fine.
Yes, Oriane, that's absolutely fine.
Brilliant, thank you.
I'm now very curious what headphones you use, Oriane, because if there was a fire alarm going off, we didn't hear it. So that noise cancellation must be outstanding.
One in one of these little pods that they've installed in the Innovation Centre on the Unit 320 of the Science Park. And they worked really badly for a while, but I think they fixed them, because yes, it's very good.
Good. Okay, everyone happy? Everyone know what they're in for here and on March the 7th. Yeah, that's why I leave Gemma to organise all the logistics, because otherwise it would be carnage. Okay, if you have any other questions, please do just drop us an email, give us, oh, Oriane, you're coming back.
One more dress
Yeah.
code. Dress code. What do we wear? Do you want jean and
Fancy dress.
t-shirt? Do you want? What did you say, Gemma?
I said fancy dress.
Oh no.
No,
I'm
I
sure
mean,
some.
it's entirely up to you if you want to wear fancy dress. We've been asked, can we wear black tie? And it's like, you can wear what you like, but actually just be normal, be
Yes.
comfortable.
Okay. We be ourselves. Good.
You know, we had one year a company called Herdsey, and I don't know if you remember, this was like really early on. He wore this huge yellow cowboy hat because he was an agritech, Herdsey, the agritech company.
Okay.
Just be comfortable. It's
Okay.
entirely up to you.
Good. Thank you.
Ahmed, did you have your hand up then?
Yep, but I can you hear me?
Yeah.
Perfect. No, I just wanted to ask the same question as Rihanna. If you can share with us the meeting from today, it would be really, really good. Thank you.
Yes. Perfect. Okay. I think if there are no other questions. No. Just yell if you need anything. Just let us know. We want you all to shine. So if you've got any questions, you're nervous about anything, you don't understand anything, please just let us know. Other than that, you're very welcome to go and enjoy the rest of your day. And well done.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Faye. Thanks, Gemma.
Thank you.
Take care. Thank you.
Thank you.